Buying a home should be exciting, but if you hire the wrong realtor, that can be a disaster that you're going to want to avoid. A bad realtor can make you feel rushed, they don't listen to you, and deep down you start wondering, are they actually working for me or are they just trying to close another deal? This video is all about how to avoid that. I'll walk you through how to choose the right realtor, someone who's going to listen to you, someone who looks out for you, and someone who makes this whole process feel less stressful, less overwhelming. The truth is, there are great realtors out there. And when you actually find one who's really on your side, who listens, who supports you, who cares, well, the entire experience is going to get a lot better. Hey guys, my name is Ben. I'm a mortgage broker in BC, and I help first-time homebuyers make better decisions so they can start building wealth their own way. This video is part 3 of a first-time homebuyer series, and this one is more important than most people realize. Because even if your financing is locked up and all good to go, if you hire the wrong realtor, well, that can cost you time, money, and sleep. So what actually makes a good realtor? Well, it's not going to be the most aggressive one. It's probably not the flashiest one, or the one with the biggest Instagram, or the biggest and best bus ad. And it's definitely not the one that just tells you everything that you want to hear. You want someone who's going to listen to you, who cares about your position, who understands the position that you're in, so they can negotiate hard for you when it counts. And you want one who knows the local market, not just in a general capacity, but the exact area that you're shopping in. You're going to want someone who explains each step of this process with you instead of just throwing listings in your face, and one who sets real expectations instead of pressuring you. Before you sign anything, just make sure you ask a few questions. Here are a few that I recommend. Maybe ask them how many first-time homebuyers that they've helped recently. You could ask them what their strategy is for negotiating offers in this market. You could ask them about the market and gauge what they know. How do you like to communicate, and how often? What does that look like? And ask them if they can walk you through what happens after you go under contract. That last one matters because once your offer is accepted, the next few days of this transaction are crucial. You want someone who is focused, who's locked in and committed, as opposed to someone who disappears after you're under contract, so you're left chasing the assistant. Okay, now let's talk about red flags. They can be vague about pricing strategy. They try to push a subject-free offer without explaining the risk to you. And this one's bad, but they seem more interested in getting the deal done than getting it done right for you. So if you're feeling uneasy and not really being heard, I'd say that's your gut telling you something, maybe telling you to cut and run, because you're not locked in. You can always say no and walk away. Another quick note on who actually pays the realtor. Well, in most cases, it's going to be the seller. That means you, as the buyer, you're not paying your realtor directly, but you still get to choose who is going to represent you. And I'd say don't just use your cousin's best friend because it's convenient and you don't want to offend them. This is a major life decision, one of the biggest purchases you will ever make, and it's best to treat it that way. And one last thing, your mortgage broker and your realtor, they should be in sync. They should be working together. If one says that you're good and you're approved for $600,000, and the other writes an offer with your name on it for $690,000, well, that's how your deal is going to fall apart. Or worse, you're going to end up in a deal with a house that you can't afford. As a mortgage broker, I make sure to talk to my clients' realtors all the time. We coordinate on numbers, on timelines, on their strategy, so we're all moving in the same direction. Well, guys, that's it for part 3. In part 4, I'll walk you through what you're actually signing when you make an offer, the financing clause, deposit versus the down payment, and all the print that gets looked over. If this video helped you, please consider subscribing. Every little bit helps my little channel grow. And if you happen to be at the stage where you're maybe choosing a realtor and you want someone in your corner to walk you through it, feel free to book a call. My links are in the description below. I'll help you build a team that works for you rather than someone who's just chasing their next deal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.